Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
I think this is kind of cool. You got your VR glasses. I've got this asthma inhaler. I'm sorry, Periscope. I'm sorry. It's the HTC RE, and this is another example of something we saw HTC announce at one of their events, probably Mobile World Congress last year. I don't really remember exactly when.
It was a little bit later than Mobile World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just come out about a month ago, $179. It's called the RE, and it's a camera. Now, essentially, this is the same kind of camera that you'd find in a camera phone, 13-megapixel camera for stills. It's actually very wide angle, and it needs to be because there's no viewfinder. So if I'm going to take a picture of Jason, all I have to do is kind of roughly aim it in your direction and press this button here, this big silver button. The front button is for slow motion. This shoots video as well, but the key really is to tie this into your phone, your Android phone, with the RE application. I'm going to do that right now.
So did that picture just zap right over to your phone?
And immediately is picked up on the phone. There's some interesting things about the RE. For instance, this body is capacitive. So it turns on when you hold it. You turn it on once at first. So there's the picture of Jason. And here, I'll snap another one. Oh, wait a minute, I'm recording video.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, even better. I'll stop that.
Okay.
In fact, let me do this. Watch this. This is kind of interesting. You tie it into your YouTube account. And now, when I do this, it's going to do live streaming. So let me aim this at me. And then we can. It takes about 30 seconds after you start the video for it to show up on your YouTube account. But in about 30 seconds, you could go to my YouTube account. I've made this public. You can obviously make it private. You might want to. And start seeing it. So I've already posted at youtube.com/Leo Laporte videos we shot last week. I've been shooting all week long at meetings and so forth. The idea that I can stream just that easily to YouTube
that was really easy.
live is, I think, very intriguing. So it's got to do a little processing. It'll only do 30 minutes total of YouTube live streaming. But you know what? That's enough for your vlog.
Is that a technical limitation? Or
I'm not sure. Maybe YouTube makes that limitation. I'm not sure. It does require a certain amount of free space for it to be streaming live. Right. Now, the kit comes, and I have the, oops, I have the kit right here. It just fell down. The kit comes with the camera itself, plus an 8. It has a, actually, let me use this one, because even though we're streaming live, I can show you. It comes with an 8-gigabyte micro SD card, but you could put larger ones in that slot there. So don't feel limited by that. Also a USB cable that you can connect it, but it uses Bluetooth to connect to your camera. You also might be considerate of the fact that YouTube streaming is not going to work great on a 3 or 4G network. I mean, I guess if you had a really fast LTE network, it would, but we found it works really well and works best. There's this, let's see, can we see the stream? That's it. There you go. Listen to the audio, too, by the way. Can you get that? Streaming live. Right. Now, the kit comes... I think it's pretty good audio.
Yeah.
The microphone is right on the Periscope. And you can see there's a slight delay. It's very wide angle, but I think the image is good. I have to say...
For something that small, it should be wide angle.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be.
Hard to watch.
There's also, as I said, a slow motion button, which is not super slow-mo, but it is. I'll give you the pros and cons. The still picture's not so great. You're almost certainly going to get a better picture if you use your smartphone. And frankly, you've got that. In fact, that's kind of the con of the whole thing, is that it's expensive to essentially duplicate the functionality of a smartphone. You can do everything you can do on the RE, probably even better with your smartphone. The camera on your smartphone is equal, in most cases, equally capable with the RE. I don't know if you could stream, I don't know of any way to stream live. Maybe with YouTube you could stream live to your YouTube account with your smartphone. Actually, probably you can. There's the video.
You could, but
I just love how simple this is to use and how compact it is. It has a thread on the bottom for a tripod, so you could put this on a selfie stick or a tripod. But also, just because of the form factor, it sits quite comfortably on any flat surface. So it really is, it'd be fairly simple to, you know, every once in a while fire this up. You get about 3 hours battery life between charges. That's what the USB cable's for, by the way. And do a little video blog or something like that. Turn it off and go. Again, you can save it private, so you don't have to make it public. That's probably a good idea unless you're very, very comfortable with being live. So cons, expensive, not great image quality. Pros, this live streaming thing is amazing, and I really kind of like the ergonomics of it, believe it or not.
I think it was easy to poke fun of it.
Because it's so silly.
At first, when we first saw it, because it's so different. But really, when I think about it, like live streaming from your phone can be kind of inconvenient.
This is so nice.
The one button point it like this. You
and
don't
you're
have to
still
worry
using
about
your
how
phone.
you're holding it and being very careful with it. It's in your fist. You're not going to drop it.
Your phone makes a very good viewfinder for this. I find this fascinating. I'm going to have to say try, because I think at this price, $179, it's pricey. You probably 90% of you, the phone you already have does everything you want to do, and you don't need this device. But there are a few of you, particularly I think video bloggers who post on YouTube, or maybe even want to use YouTube Live in a very easy way, who might find this kind of cool. I have to admit there's cool technology in it too, like the capacitive touch to turn it on. It's got great battery life, lots of storage. For video, not, I wouldn't use it to take video particularly. I think your camera phone is probably better than that. So a try, neither a buy nor a don't buy. All I mean by that is, if you look at this and go, yeah, I know how I could use it, then it's definitely worth getting. It's reliable, it works, it does exactly what I just described. But if you don't have in your mind, oh, I know exactly how I'd use this, you probably shouldn't get it. That's the HTC RE, and again, I always like to applaud people who do something unique, something different. Try thinking out of the box a little bit. And this is about as out of the box as you can. So my video is now available on YouTube, youtube.com/Leo Laporte. Leo Laporte saying, thank you, RE. And now I press this button, and I'm done.
Done. And it's archived on YouTube. This would actually be really good for anyone who actually has a lot of subscribers, specifically on YouTube.
PewDiePie should have 10 of these.
Exactly, because it's just no muss. Just
so now that I've said it's a try, I got to point out that after one day of using it, I immediately went online and bought one.
Well, there you go. All right.
So putting my money where my mouth is, I think it's a buy, because that's exactly what I thought. I could do a video blog, a daily video blog with this thing. I wouldn't need anything more. It'd be very simple, straightforward, and that's there's a lot to be said for making it easy to do. So kind of an interesting product.